Are you wondering whether you should teach abroad or maybe come to Korea to teach? Well, today I'm going to share with you why coming to Korea was the best and the hardest decision of my life that I've ever made. Really. Long story short, I was ready to go into the unknown. Before coming to Korea, I was actually really happy with my life. I mean, at least I thought I was. I lived in a condo on a lake in Atlanta, Georgia, in the suburbs, with my best friend. I mean, what more could you want? And I was also involved in a really on-fire church full of passionate people that served and just really inspired me and helped me grow in my faith. But the problem was,
I had no idea what I wanted to do with my life.
I was working all different kinds of temp jobs like waitress, call desk, substitute teacher, but none of them I was content working those jobs. And so I was trying to figure out what I wanted to do. Before, I actually had studied teaching English as a second language. I was really passionate about Spanish, so right after I graduated, I went to Guatemala and taught English there for about 4 months. But unfortunately, it was not financially sustainable for me. So I came back to America, decided how I was going to pay off my student loans. So that's when I started taking up all these different jobs and seeing what I liked. But I really, sadly, did not like the teaching atmosphere so much in America. So that got me thinking about what other things can I do? And that's when I heard about teaching English in Korea. So this was actually something I never considered before because Asia seems so far away and it's really far from my family. I don't remember ever being away for a holiday. I was like the one that would always be home for the holidays because I really love my family. And so being far away, I mean, for like a whole year or more, it was kind of hard for me to think about. But I was at this point in my life that I was ready for an adventure or a change or a new mission because I was just really unsatisfied. I knew that I wasn't gonna grow unless I actually pushed myself to do this thing that I was uncomfortable with doing. I had to conquer this fear and get out of my comfort zone. So I knew that teaching in Korea would give me the opportunity to grow and develop myself, become independent, and I would be able to teach and inspire little kids, learn a new culture and language. And I was just so ready to do something different like this, and it started to really excite me. I also wanted to be in an environment that I wouldn't be pressured by others. Family is not going to tell you what they expect of you, what they expect you to do. It's just you. You decide for yourself what you want to do with your life. Long story short, I was ready to go into the unknown. Sorry, I just had to say that because I'm around kindy and elementary school students all day. Sorry, I'm slurring in my words. So yeah. Anyway, I was ready for that challenge and something new. So the reason why this was a very difficult decision for me is because I was leaving behind everything that I knew and loved the most, going into a place that I would be completely alone, and I didn't know what to expect. Now I want to share with you why coming to Korea has been the best decision of my life and what have I been up to since I've been here. Start with the fact that I came to Korea through EPIK, which is the English program in Korea. It's the public school system. Before I came to Korea, I was praying that God would actually put me in the right region where there would be other people around that I could connect with. I looked into Daejeon because it was the central place into Korea. Actually, the travel hub. You can get to all the other places much more easily if you live in Daejeon. So I was excited if I could go there, then I could actually meet a lot of other people and not be worried about not knowing anyone I could speak English with. being in Korea alone, maybe would get really lonely for me. So I was praying that I could find Christian friends that would be a good community of people to be with. Sure enough, within a month, I actually met an amazing group of girls. I was so shocked because I met some people that were the most God-loving, spiritual, on-fire Christians I had ever met. And we started doing Bible studies together, just meeting together for dinner or just deep talks, and it was just life-changing for me to meet that kind of group of people. Then God just started providing everything for me. Each year I changed my job, and it was always the perfect job for me. After 2 years of working full-time, I could pay off my loans, and like all of them. And then my 3rd year, I saved $20,000. $20,000, guys! That's a lot of money. Of course, the only way that you can do that is if you manage your money well. I didn't travel much at all. But that was my goal. I really wanted to learn how to manage my money and to save. And so I did that, and then I even switched to a part-time job because I wanted to focus more on my spiritual development. Because of that, the savings that I had saved for the past 3 years helped me during the time of the coronavirus when I basically lost my job. All the schools in Korea shut down, and yeah, for 3 months I had no income whatsoever. But because I had saved the money, I was okay. So if I was living in America, there's no way I could save enough money to survive if I was just still working those temp jobs. Besides financial blessing, I actually overcame my 2 biggest fears. One of them was the fear of being alone. The other was the fear of the opinions of other people. But after this, I started to stop caring so much what other people thought. Being alone, it was actually a time for me to just meditate and think deeply about my life and develop myself and get more stuff done. So I was really actually grateful for those times I could be alone. So how did I do this? It was through actually doing deep Bible study and having an incredible mentor to lead me and tell me or teach me the fundamentals of the Bible, and was able to actually answer some of my deep questions that I'd struggled with for a really long time. I felt like I could finally understand the Bible more clearly. Through this, I realized the value of my life. This actually inspired me to start blogging, to write more songs, and then eventually now YouTubing and to share my story. I definitely built up my confidence through this. So I really wanted to share my experience so you can overcome your fears as well. Don't be afraid to challenge yourself. It's challenging yourself is the only way you're gonna grow. The reason why coming to Korea was the best decision of my life was because I took a huge leap of faith and entrusted everything to God. In return, I feel like I've been blessed beyond imagination, and I feel like I'm living the best life, surrounded by the best people. Even though I'm not sure what my future holds, there's no place I'd rather be because I know that God is leading me every step of the way on this path. If there's any one of you who is interested in coming to Korea, I highly recommend it. And I suggest that Daejeon is the best place to be. And if you are also interested in growing in your faith, then I can connect you to the best group of people I know that can help guide you along the way. If you listened all the way till here, thank you so much for listening to my story. I really hope that inspired you. It's my greatest hope that I can inspire you to conquer your fear and to challenge yourself. That's what this channel is all about. Challenging yourself, coming out of your comfort zone. And last but not least, entrust everything to the Lord. He will look after you if you put it into His hands. Or you entrust and love the Lord with your life, the more that He provides. So please, don't be afraid to take on new challenges. Make investments in yourself and entrust your life to God by putting Him first in your life. All right. I'm so thankful to have this opportunity to share this with you, and I hope that I hear from the comments, anyone who's interested in coming and anyone that wants to connect with me. So please give me a like if you enjoyed this video, if it was helpful, and subscribe to my channel if you liked it. Thank you. See you next time.